Imagine this for a moment. You have never actually touched anything in your life. Not the ground under your feet, not your phone in your hand, not even the person you love most. Every single touch you've ever experienced was nothing more than electrical signals, carefully translated by your brain into the illusion of contact. Now what if everything else, your memories, your senses, your dreams and fears, wasn't real either? What if it was all just code? If we really are inside a simulation, could we ever figure it out? Could there be subtle glitches hiding in plain sight, tiny cracks in the fabric of our supposed reality? Is there a way to break free, to hack the system, to step beyond the walls of the world we think we know? And perhaps the most chilling question of all, if we discovered the truth, would whoever is running the simulation let us survive long enough to tell anyone? Today on Chronicles of Curiosity, we're going to challenge everything you think you know about existence itself. We'll dive deep into the mind-bending idea that we are living inside a vast, sophisticated simulation, a theory so compelling it has captured the imaginations of scientists, philosophers, and tech billionaires alike. We'll unpack the arguments that suggest our universe might be artificial, examine the strange evidence hinting that cracks in the simulation could already be showing, and explore wild, daring theories about how we might, just maybe, find a way to escape. Buckle up. By the end of this video, you may never look at reality the same way again. Before we dive deeper, we need to understand what exactly is simulation theory. At first glance, it sounds like the stuff of science fiction, see, something out of The Matrix or a Black Mirror episode, but the truth is the idea is taken very seriously by leading scientists, philosophers, and even tech billionaires like Elon Musk. At its core, simulation theory suggests that the reality you experience, everything from the ground beneath your feet to the stars in the sky, isn't the ultimate real world. Instead, it's a complex digital illusion, generated by a civilization so advanced that their simulations are indistinguishable from actual reality. In this view, your thoughts, your memories, your emotions, might just be extremely detailed lines of code. The modern form of the theory became famous thanks to philosopher Nick Bostrom, who published a now iconic paper in 2003. His argument goes like this: if any civilization ever reaches a point where they can run highly realistic simulations of conscious beings, and if they choose to do so, the number of simulated realities would vastly outnumber the one original reality. If that's the case, then statistically it's overwhelmingly likely that we're living inside one of those simulations, not in the real universe. And here's the unsettling kicker: we wouldn't even realize it. Think about it. In just 50 years, humanity went from clunky arcade games to photorealistic virtual reality. In another 1,000 years, we could create fully immersive worlds populated by AI characters who feel emotions, develop goals, and even ponder their own existence. From inside their simulated world, those beings would have no reason to doubt their reality. They would see sunlight, feel the wind, and think they were alive, just like we do. Popular analogies help make this mind-bending idea more digestible. Imagine living inside an ultra-advanced version of The Sims, except you don't know you're a sim. Or think about playing a VR game so real that the characters inside it become self-aware and start asking, is there more to existence than this world? If simulation theory is correct, then everything, the laws of physics, the passage of time, even death, could just be elaborate programming. And if it's all code, could there be bugs? Could there be ways to hack the system? Coming up next, we'll explore the eerie clues that hint we might already be seeing cracks in the code. So, is there any actual evidence that we're living in a simulation? Surprisingly, yes. While none of it proves the theory outright, several strange phenomena hint that our universe might not be as solid and fundamental as it seems. First, let's talk about the pixelated universe theory. In 2012, a group of physicists proposed that if the universe were simulated, it might have a maximum limit, a fundamental, smallest possible unit, like a pixel on a screen. Think of it this way. On your TV, no matter how good the graphics are, zoom in close enough and you'll see the individual pixels. Scientists believe that if we measure space-time finely enough, we might find a similar limit, something called the Planck length, suggesting that reality has a resolution limit, just like a computer simulation. Next up, the weirdness of quantum mechanics. At the quantum level, particles don't seem to have definite states until they're observed. It's as if the universe renders only when someone's looking, just like a video game that loads graphics only when a player approaches. This observer effect has baffled physicists for decades, and some believe it could be a clue that reality behaves like a computer program optimizing its resources. And then there's mathematical precision. The laws of the universe are insanely clean, consistent, and describable by mathematics. From the orbit of planets to the behavior of electrons, the universe runs on elegant, almost code-like rules. Many scientists find it suspicious that reality would be so perfectly logical, unless it was designed to be that way. Even more bizarrely, researchers have speculated about cosmic rays, tiny high-energy particles that bombard Earth from space. If our universe were simulated, we might expect to find a maximum energy limit built into it. And guess what? In 1999, scientists discovered a strange limit called the Greisen-Zatzepin-Kuzmin (GZK) cutoff, where cosmic rays seem to hit a maximum energy ceiling, almost like hitting the edges of a simulation's programming. Finally, there are glitch-like experiences reported by people all over the world. Déjà vu, time distortions, bizarre coincidences that seem mathematically impossible. While easily dismissed as psychological quirks, they make you wonder, are we occasionally bumping into tiny malfunctions in the system? Individually, these clues don't prove anything, but together they weave a tantalizing possibility that reality might not be fundamental at all. And if that's the case, maybe, just maybe, there's a way to break through the simulation's boundaries. If we are living in a simulation, the next big question is, can we get out? Or at least, can we prove it from inside? Some thinkers believe there might be ways to hack the simulation, or at least find evidence that it's not perfect. For example, physicists have suggested designing experiments that look for inconsistencies in the laws of physics, tiny irregularities, rounding errors, or breakdowns that shouldn't exist if reality were truly continuous and infinite. If we found such anomalies, it could be like spotting a rendering glitch in a video game. Another idea is finding the code itself. Some researchers have speculated that mathematical structures in the fabric of reality, like error-correcting codes hidden inside quantum mechanics, could suggest the universe is being maintained like a piece of software. If such codes truly exist, it would be a huge clue that we're in a programmed reality. But what about escaping? This is where things get really wild. Some theorists propose that if we prove the simulation exists, the creators might respond, either to correct errors, to stop us, or to promote us to a higher level of reality. It sounds crazy, but imagine how you might react if one of your video game characters became aware they were inside your computer. Would you reward them, or shut the program down? Others suggest that true escape could involve transcending physical form altogether. If consciousness is a kind of data, information patterns that can exist independently of hardware, then maybe there are ways to transfer or upload consciousness beyond the simulation's limits. Some futurists dream of developing technologies that could scan and copy minds, potentially allowing us to move into higher dimensional realities. Another mind-bending idea, contacting the programmers. If there are entities running the simulation, could we find a way to send them a message? Some have even proposed deliberately crafting experiments or large-scale signals designed to attract attention, like a digital knock on the glass, hoping for some kind of reply from beyond our reality. Of course, all of this is highly speculative. We don't know who or what might be running the simulation or what rules they've set. Maybe we're not meant to escape. Maybe escape is impossible. Or maybe figuring out that we're inside is the first key to finding a door out. So, are we living in a simulation? The truth is, we don't know. But the evidence we explored, from quantum weirdness to the eerie pixels of space-time, keeps stacking up in ways that are hard to ignore. If reality really is a simulation, it challenges everything we believe about existence, purpose, and even free will. Are we players, pawns, or something more? Maybe the real question isn't whether we're living in a simulation, but whether we have the courage to find out. If glitches exist, if cracks are forming, maybe, just maybe, someone somewhere is daring us to wake up. Thanks for joining me on this wild journey through the nature of reality. If your mind is racing with questions, and if you love exploring mysteries like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and like this video. There's a whole universe of secrets out there, and together, we're just getting started. Until next time, stay curious.